Peace, peace. What's going on? It's a real interesting day today. Woke up feeling a little off. Been up all morning, but doing a lot of thinking. I don't know if I'm going about it the right way, or if I should just let it go or not. But everywhere I go, it's always somebody trying to elevate, free, save the race and our people and all of that shit. Right? But the reactions that I get from certain individuals when I'm just having my normal conversations, which a normal conversation for me is something along the lines of this. When I come across motherfuckers like that, I get a certain reaction that I don't be looking for. When I hear these motherfuckers, I don't react like that. I don't react how I used to react when I got information. And that don't mean anything because I know what I know now and none of that shit. Because my mind is open. Always, forever and always. Especially here. My mind is always open to some form of new information. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if it makes sense and it adds up the right way. But what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, and yeah, just what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, it's just that's not new information. Man, motherfuckers is still at the concept of God. Now, you might not be able to understand that shit. And what I mean by that is, okay, a motherfucker say, okay, we gods, we goddesses, which is absolutely fucking true. But they still have that concept of God outside of themselves. Whether they say it or not. You know what I'm talking about? The whole expression that they show shows that. Man, you niggas still sitting up talking about God and the devil as if it's not you. As if it's just not two polarities fighting for supremacy. I don't understand that. You motherfuckers are so worried about something that has nothing to do with you that you would literally waste your entire death, because this all this is death. You'll waste your entire death on trying to save a motherfucker that's living in hell. Yet you fear to go there, but you already there. You dead right now. And you're not preparing yourself for a life after death. You know what I'm saying? You worrying about everything that's going on in this specific death. The story of the angels, the story of Lucifer, the fallen angels and all of that shit. That was a light that fell into this specific darkness, into this specific hell. My last video, I was talking about chemiluminescence, right? The main thing about that, they talk about, what do you call that? Fireflies, lightning bugs. You know what I'm saying? The little fluorescent bugs in a bioluminescent algae. It has this chemical called luciferin. Something that we have, man, that we produce. Pituitary gland, pineal gland area. But it's luciferin. It's a light. Look it up. And it comes from Lucifer, which means light bearing. Bearing light. The morning star. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. Melanin. The beast. You gotta become the beast. in order to get that real beast off your back, what you think is on your back. Niggas say the planet got invaded. Man, where the fuck is your proof of that shit? The planet didn't get invaded. We invaded the planet. We the aliens. We invaded the planet. We created another set of individuals that's fucking us up now. Now, where we at now with the story? So you niggas be just talking bullshit because you niggas ain't ready to face yourself. Yeah, it sound cool because you can be like, oh man, yeah, the God that created, you know what I'm saying, the white people and all that shit or whatever, you know, he was with us. Oh, but now he's against us. Yaqub is a representation of a collective of rogue scientists in Egypt or Kemet. It wasn't no one specific person. It was a representation, a symbol, and it symbolized a group of rogue scientists. Not one motherfucker. Niggas is so dumbed down now that they'll just take anything face value. And our minds are so great, our imaginations are so pristine that we can make this shit real. Placebo effect. I just want to know, how is all of that truly helping us in the end? Because we are in the end times now. I hear a lot about motherfuckers talking about the time is almost coming. It's almost that time. Family, we almost here. Nigga, we been here. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you gonna do? I might seem a little pissed off. And maybe because I am. Maybe because I'm tired of seeing the most intelligent beings that I've ever seen, right, act less than themselves. You gotta break for the mind control. You niggas now that claim to be not religious, you are. Because the world was set up. The world you grew up in, we all grew up in, is a religious world. This is a religious society. So you're not gonna tell me because you was locked up and you came across some information and shit one time or whatever that you got it. You're not gonna give it to me like that, because it takes a lot of more time, trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? And it's all depending on how thirsty you is. You niggas are not thirsty to self-evolve, to self-illuminate. You niggas are thirsty as fuck to just talk. That's all that is, man. I get on this channel and I say the things I feel like motherfuckers refuse to say. You know, I'm not the only motherfucker that's talking this shit. I'm not the only motherfucker with this understanding, this understanding, this overstanding. You feel me? I like to believe that I'm not. But for a motherfucker to really constantly talk about this bullshit, it's just fucking preposterous, man. Like, I thought we was all gonna be coming together and raising the vibration. Did you know? These motherfuckers is killing us. just to get our attention. When you was a child, you wanted to get your parents' attention. You did a lot of outlandish things, a lot of wild things, just to get their attention. That's how you gotta look at it. You can't be having, what's that word? Revenge on your mind, hate and all that shit. You can't. I'm gonna say this, you can't. Because that shit is held in your heart. We are at a time where we don't need none of that. Because that's what's gonna keep you coming back here. And the ones that's subscribing, watching these videos, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know that it's about coming in this motherfucker and getting the fuck out. Search and destroy. This place was created, right, outside of our authority. Let's get to business, dog. Since niggas want to talk shit, you know what I'm saying, that they don't know, let's get to the story. A true story that's in several, if not all, I'm gonna just say all, of the fucking ancient scriptures. This motherfucker was created, right? It was not supposed to be created. I say the Gnostics, right? I'm gonna say something else. Hindu, Rig Veda, that's they real shit, they old shit, the most ancient shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be talking about the Sanskrits, all the other shit or whatever the fuck. Well, Rig Veda. Read the Rig Veda. Talk about Shiva. I know you motherfuckers familiar with Shiva. Shiva, right? The god of destruction. Shiva's original name was Rudra. In the Rig Veda, he was depicted as Rudra. Rudra, right, a lot of times it's looked at as the devil. But if you know, just like I know, Shiva is not at all looked at as the devil. Yeah, he's the god of destruction, but he destroys the universe to create a better universe. So anyway, you got Brahma, Brahma being the universe. So Brahma is what the Hindus looked at as God. This is what created the universe or whatever. I mean, you have Vishnu that created Brahma, or Brahma was created out of Vishnu, not the belly button or whatever, but Brahma is the physical manifestation of the universe. That's what he symbolizes. Rudra, aka Shiva, his job was to come down here and destroy the universe. Brahma was actually scared of Shiva. And there's another story talking about how Shiva, well, before he came into existence, how Brahma and Vishnu, they arguing about who's more supreme, who's more better. Out of nowhere, a light just come out of nowhere. They don't know where it came from, if it came from the sky, if it came from the bottom. So both of them go, well, one of them go to the bottom of it to try to figure out the end. The other one go to the top, try to figure out the end. But they couldn't find it. Out of nowhere, nigga, Shiva appeared. And they realized that shit, he was more powerful. You feel what I'm saying? You got this ancient substance. See, y'all know Shiva, but y'all don't know Rudra. That's the same thing. But what I'm saying is, they kept the energy in the scriptures. You get what I'm saying? So this universe was not supposed to be created. Everything you see in this physical manifestation, this physical material world, all the pretty shit, you know what I'm saying, is to keep you distracted. GMO, the new phones, all the bullshit. I'm not telling you to live a primitive life. I'm telling you that because we are not in our right minds, we think that we are actually living life. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, we feel like we have to compete with the next individual. before we came into contact with anybody else, it was just us on the planet. So all of us lived the exact way. And by that I mean by according to divine law. You had different tribes, you had different traditions or whatever, but it was all circled around the fundamental Africanism, I would say. You know what I'm saying? African theology, ideology, and true African ideology and all of that shit and science ain't nothing, none of that shit you should see now. Cause them niggas is still in slavery, man. Them niggas is still colonized. None of that shit. If it's anything, if it's anybody that's gonna bring the kingdom, it's gonna be us in America. And that's, I'm not against my motherfucking people. See, cause what they gonna do is, they gonna tell you, right? They gonna tell you that we ain't the same. I don't give no fuck if you from the Congo. I don't give no fuck if you from motherfucking Djibouti. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give no fuck if you was from Tunis. I don't give no fuck if you from South Africa, North Africa, Morocco, Ghana. It don't matter. We can go all Sierra Leone, Togo. We can go all on Benin. We can just keep on going. I don't give no fuck where you from. You my brother regardless, my sister regardless. We all one. I as we. But what I do understand now is that Africa, or Al-Kebalan, which means mother of mankind, or Garden of Eden, motherfucker. What I realize is that's the richest continent on the planet, obviously. that's that's a fact. But I understand that they're raping the fuck out of our country right now. Now, what I'm speaking right now is facts. I'm not speaking from off of me reading a book, a documentary, none of that shit. I've talked to actual motherfuckers from Africa, my own people from Africa, and they told me how white motherfuckers control everything out there. How they wanted a certain president, and this white dude was like, nah, y'all gonna have this nigga, this agent. So don't come in here telling me no bullshit, none of that shit. You feel me? Where it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen right here. You feel me? Man, niggas be talking all that crazy ass shit. Do you know? Obviously, we not from here. You know what I'm saying? We are not nowhere from here in this universe at all. We from outside of this universe. Look up melanin or look up carbon. Not carbon, and then look up chaos. Because that's what melanin is. That's what carbon is. Call it melanin, which is a Greek word, which is black, because the ancient Etruscans were black. That's who made the motherfucking Greek mythology. You niggas is crazy as hell. Ain't no such thing as the devil, like an actual nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as that. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no such thing as God, like an actual nigga. You feel what I'm saying? When you look at the space, and you take away all the planets and all the stars, what do you see? You see absolute darkness. Absolute. Right? So the reflection and the image of that is us. We were created out of this. The first celestial bodies, Sirius, the first celestial body was created from the Great Mother. The chief star, the dog star. This specific star, broken off into billions of pieces, right? Infinite, I would say, because you can't put a number on us. That's what that symbolizes. Us, as above, so below. But This is where you niggas are fucked up at. So you got that, right? But you fucked up. Why did you fuck up? How did you fuck up? Because there is no right or no wrong, but there's a wrong way to go about this shit. There's a wrong way to go about the studying and all of that shit or whatever. Because you ain't piecing everything together. It's still some missing pieces. You know it's a missing piece. You sound like it's missing pieces. So we know we come from serious. Or in actuality, we are serious. Sirius symbolizes our soul. Us individually symbolizes Sirius being broken off into pieces. Infiltrated this human melanated body. That's the only thing that a soul can pilot, that a soul will pilot. Because it has the metaphysical components to be able to activate. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying. This is the physical apparatus for your soul. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, we don't speak about the spirit. And I say spirit meaning one spirit, because you niggas still get it mixed up. You think all of these individual spirits are individual spirits, but in all actuality it's one spirit. Now, where you get the two is the duality in everything. We are androgynous in nature. The Great Mother created us, right? We are the physical manifestation, right? The positive manifestation of the Great Mother, which is on polarity negative. The feminine, the male. We are the male, she's the feminine aspect. But we come out of the feminine aspect. And you niggas are so stupid and so brainwashed that you don't know that. The Great Mother, this infinite space, potential, this realm of opportunity created us in the image. We build and all that shit. It's in the nature to build. We creators. We create. We build. So, but what about Sophia? What about wisdom? What about the feminine aspect of God, or on a lower level? Because we're talking about here. See, where the Great Mother created the first celestial body, this took place in the constellation Draco. Draconian, you know, all the reptiles. Nigga, that's us. A snake. What do you call that? A crocodile, an alligator. These are melanin symbols. So when you see that shit, that's what the fuck that means. You niggas out here talking about it's reptiles, it's this, is that, and the third. You don't understand the true meaning behind that. The reptilian brain. It's science, it's metaphysical. This shit is spiritual. You niggas just looking at some physical shit. Fuck what these other motherfuckers got going on. Cause these motherfuckers got you running around like a chicken with his head cut off. That's what you look like. That's what you sound like. And that shit you in a way. So, this took place in the constellation Draco. You feel what I'm saying? This spot was created in series. Some weren't serious. Well, not serious, but Canis Major. That's serious. I'm gonna say the constellation for you technical niggas. So, this wasn't created by Sophia. This was created by what you niggas call Yahweh or Zeus, Yalzabaoth, Odin. Let's see, Batalan. This is what the fuck. This is what the fuck, you niggas. This is what you call it, nigga. But you don't understand that. You don't get that. It's been a fight way long before some shit called slavery. Way before some shit called a human being. See, because when we got here, the world wasn't physical. Here, when we got here, the world wasn't physical. We were still etheric. Cyclops. Third eye was open. You didn't have these. What the fuck was a third eye? You had an eye. What the fuck was a cell phone when I could talk to you mentally? Say when we were the Lemurian race, when we was in that time, we didn't talk. We uttered vibrations, and it expressed our emotions and how we felt. Basically told you a story. Now you know why the people in China still hum and do all that shit. See, these certain motherfuckers that's like these certain, I would say, groups, you know what I'm saying? These certain groups and people and all that shit that's keeping our knowledge up or whatever. They was only keeping our knowledge up until we rose up to come back and take it. You feel what I'm saying? See, we allowed this to happen. This is all a part of the plan. We knew we were gonna fall. Why the fuck you think we built the motherfucking pyramids? To show and prove? Who the fuck we showing and prove? Who we got anything to prove to if we all supposed to be the same people? You niggas not looking deeper in the pictures. If that was the case, why we ain't keep doing it? And don't hit me with the. It's a lot of pyramids and there's a lot of monuments and all of that shit. Don't hit me with that shit. I'm talking about why we ain't keep doing it now. Niggas in the way. We do that. There was gonna come a time that we was gonna lose the ability to be able to do all these miraculous things that you see in our history. We knew this. So what we did, we created a people that will hold this shit up for a certain amount of time. Because we do that at the end, this world will be over with. So with that, in his story, because you niggas dumb, in his story, they got a bunch of shit that you're not supposed to do in the Bible, right? Bunch of shit you're not supposed to do in the Bible, right? Now you got woke conscious niggas or whatever, right? Saying, well, the white man gave me the Bible, this, that, and the third, woo, woo, and you know, the Bible lists the Bible with that. Okay. You don't know how to read a dictionary, right? So, English, a lot of that shit, like, you know, we speaking, not English over there, what we speaking now. This shit don't go back to the Middle Ages and all that shit, like the medieval times and all that shit. It don't even go back that time. So this is dead ass language. So Latin, right? That's African. How is that African if it's Latin? Because you know, niggas dumb. So the Moors, which was us. If you don't believe that, they show it in movies. Prime example, The Dark Knight, Martin Lawrence. They called the nigga a Moor throughout the entire movie. Back in those times, if you had this color skin or darker, you were considered a Moor, no matter where you were from. Proven fucking fact, right? So we have the Moors going into Europe, right? Which is named after a Moorish princess, Europa. So anyway, you have the Moors going up into Europe, right? After all the bullshit, like the plague and all of that shit, right? You have them putting 16 chapels into Europe, right? Giving astrology, all type of different math and sciences, astronomy, motherfucking, what else? Just, you know, the basic little spirituality shit or whatever. And this is where you have your secret societies like the OTO, the motherfucking, what's that shit called? I gotta say this one. You know, the Freemasons, you know what I'm saying? The Knights Templar, all that bullshit. Yeah, that's where you got all that shit. So the Moors, yeah, we did that. We gave them this. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Yakub, the group of scientists, created these motherfuckers for a specific reason. We can see what this reason is in the nature, in the actions. Just look at it. We said it went bad. How could it go bad if you God? Just miss me with that bullshit. You either intentionally did this, or you either intentionally did this. Miss me with the bullshit. So, it happened how it happened. It's supposed to happen like this, right? Moses, like I was just saying in my other video. Moses. Moses, like I said, wasn't there to free the Israelites. See, you got niggas out here in America right now. Where I'm at, you got niggas in this corner every fucking Saturday. Some Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, man. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. And, you know, we was enslaved out there, you know what I'm talking about? Like, all type of shit or whatever. Nowhere on the text do it say that. Motherfucking Egypt. You feel me? But you got niggas out here that's against all other motherfuckers. You feel? There's never gonna be a connection. So anyways, the nigga freed Egypt from the Tamahu. Tamahu means created white people. He freed Egypt from the Tamahu. You feel what I'm saying? Led them through the motherfucking red motherfucking sands, through the desert and all that shit. Led them into the mountains, the caves, and the hillsides. You feel what I'm saying? Led them out there and was to raise them up. Now, I've been sitting back studying this shit when I was a 5%er. I just didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. Because them niggas that was teaching me this shit didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? The savages. When you go back and you read this Francis Chipotle, right? Or John Francis Chipotle. John. I'm gonna say John. I feel like that's how they pronounce it. But it's J-E-A-N. John Chipotle, you feel what I'm saying? The founder of Egyptology. When you go back and you read the letters that he was sending back to his motherfucking parents, like not his parents, but his brother and shit about the shit that he found out there or whatever, right? It talk about the Tamahu. Tamahu means created white people. It talk about them, what do you call that shit? Having a savage tattooed on them, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck that means. But savage, that word stuck out to me. Why did it stuck out to me? Because Moses is supposed to be teaching a particular savage. You know what I'm talking about? So, this is where this happened. Obviously, the fucking shit didn't work. But they needed strict commands. Right? And the only thing that I could think about that has strict commands is my fucking religion. You feel what I'm saying? Strict commands to go ahead and raise you up spiritually to a certain point. You feel what I'm saying? Because other than that, look what happened to the planet. So But then you obviously see it not working. You know what I'm talking about. And this is where you get the caveman shit. This is where you get the eating each other, the fucking all of that bull. This is where you get all of that shit from. So you niggas is dumb. You niggas thinking we evolved all of that shit together and all that shit. You trying to add all this shit up and trying to just make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? No, it's because some of that shit just don't make sense. But a lot of this shit ain't. A lot of shit gon' contradict it or whatever and all that shit. But the shit you niggas saying, you saying some outlandish things, man. You niggas is real funny. For real. Anywho though, check this out. Another story, right? Africa is called Al-Kebulan, right? It's one of the ancient names. This is a known ancient name, like, you know, popular. Al-Kebulan, which means mother of mankind, not man, because man, right? This original word, that word comes from woman. You feel what I'm saying? Womb, man, but it comes from woman though. You know what I'm saying? It comes from it comes from a word, right? That the origin, it gets its origin from woman. So woman don't come from motherfucking man. Man actually comes from woman. But then you have Nymph Alpha Noon, woman, man, child. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna get into the motherfucking abbreviations and all that shit or whatever. But you can look this up. The word man was actually gender neutral in the beginning. So what the fuck do you think mankind is? It's mother of mankind, right? Or Garden of Eden. So then you have Adam and Eve. Adam, some people say it means first man. I've read this. And then they say that the Hebrew term is pale or reddish or some shit like that or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm really starting to see what's going on here. You feel what I'm saying? And I always say Eve is the fuck up for humanity and all this other bullshit or whatever. See how I'm going here? The stories in these religious books and shit like that or whatever, these religious books, the shit that's based on religion and all that shit. Have it ever occurred to you to take a step back and be like, maybe it's not talking about me, at least where I think it is? You know what I'm saying? See, it talk about a whole lot of bullshit that you feel like it really don't apply to you. Other people it do. I'm not saying the ones that look like us, because they ass dead. You feel what I'm saying? But it don't apply to you. At least I be feeling like that. I did. So, but it was things that did. Like you go in there, the B666, you get melanin and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? The Antichrist, that's the Black Christ. You feel what I'm talking about? They say that in the end days, everybody's going to be worshiping the false Messiah. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is the false Messiah? I know the false Messiah is motherfucking Jesus. Zeus. Jesus, Jupiter and Zeus put together. You feel what I'm saying? Jesus. Jesus. I'm just saying. But I noticed like that's like somebody putting our last name on, because the Christ is an energy that's inside of us. You feel what I'm saying? It's the Christos. But yeah, man, it's deeper than that, man. You niggas is talking about some whole other shit. You niggas trying to fight something that don't exist. Like, for real, man. We popping around this bitch, man. You just talking. You gotta become that shit, man. You gotta become that. You sitting back, you worried about him, worried about them. Man, you better go out there and you better get that motherfucking food. What do I mean my food? Knowledge. More of it. Niggas be so quick to talk. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did a technique. You ain't did a motherfucking. You ain't shared a concept or nothing. You just sharing what you think people want to hear. Motherfucker don't want to hear that shit. Some people do, but I'm saying if you gonna do it, give motherfucker some detail. But motherfucker don't want to hear that shit for real. Cause how is that helping us? Nigga, we ain't going back to no motherfucking planet, nigga. You not gonna tell me, right, we finna take this planet over and go back to the planet and or whatever the fuck. And then knowing that in the end of all of this shit, in the middle of the motherfucking galaxy is a black hole. You feel what I'm saying? I know what a black hole is. You feel what I'm saying? I know what a sun is. I'm a sun. You're a sun. We all have souls. We are all souls. So we're all sons. The oldest sons in the motherfucking universe. Those sons just symbolizing what the fuck we are. But they lack what we actually have, so that's why they'll die. You know what I'm saying? Create a black hole. But anyways, it's a black hole in the middle of the galaxy. So I'm knowing this motherfucker's over with, including reincarnation. Like eventually. So I ain't got time to keep coming back, not getting what the fuck I came here to get. Because I didn't come here to get what you came here to get. And you didn't come here to get what I came here to get. Because we all came here for different reasons. See, it was a fucked up part about us that brought us here. It's fucked up parts about us that keep us here. We are to root out the bullshit and leave the planet. In doing this, it destroys the social order of this planet, which in all actuality is a matrix. Everything is going on in cycles. Every fucking day is the same. Some things might be different or whatever, but that's a glitch in the matrix. You happy for a certain period of time, there's some bullshit happening. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ooh, that's just God. Man, get the fuck out of here. Or, ooh, the universe, karma. You saying that's just God still. You got to take full responsibility for the things, right, that you do. Damn, what the fuck did I do to get this to happen to me and all this shit or whatever? Because it's an answer. You think of karma as when I do something will happen to me as if something is watching you. No. When you do something, you send out a certain energy into the universe, right? That certain energy is going to connect with the source energy of the bullshit that you're getting into. And then more and more you do that shit, the more and more you build a motherfucking chain connection to this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you feeding this shit. You feeding it, and you feeding it, and you feeding it, and you feeding it, right? And when you're not looking, it's gonna feed you back. Cause hey, fuck it, this is what's going on here. It's give and take. And you done gave so much, it's time to give back. Next thing you know, bullshit happening to you. But that ain't nobody watching over you. That's your own doing. I'm just saying, man. You hate white people so much, why the fuck you create them? That's my question. That's what I want to know. I feel like to get the fuck off the planet. Because that's what time it is. It's time to elevate and transition. But you niggas just want to talk and stay here. You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do nothing at all. Because you know it all. You got it all. If we are part of some big ass, gigantic, intergalactic, whatever the fuck, right? Tell them niggas to come right now then. Call them niggas up. Meditate. Whatever the fuck you gotta do, however you do it. Call them niggas up and tell them niggas that I'm ready to join. Fuck you talking about. Call them niggas up and tell them niggas I'm ready to get a part of this shit. And I'm ready to take the planet back over. If not, shut the fuck up. Buy you a book. Read that motherfucker. Don't take it face value. take it within, get your motherfucking experience, get what you can get from that motherfucker, reflect, apply, and move the fuck on. Because other than that, you in the fucking way. You ain't helping nobody elevate their soul. Not at all. You real emotional. It's coming from an emotional motherfucker. I can see it. Because I'm angry all the time. I'm sad all the time. I'm happy all the time. It's a fucking roller coaster. But I just chalk it up to life. I don't be trying to worry about the small shit like that. But then again, I do be tripping off little shit. But I'm living in this human body. I'm having a human experience. I am God having a human experience. Because at some point in my existence, I was fucked up. So I came to this school, which is now a prison, and now I'm trapped. But I came here to learn. I still have the ability to learn. I'm growing. I ain't grown. I'm 23 years old. I'm gonna continue to grow. Because what the fuck is 23? Time don't exist. If we could say age, man, we have no age. Because we've been here and we're gonna be here. But you gonna stay here if you don't elevate your mind, man. You gotta elevate your subconscious mind. Align your subconscious and your conscious mind to get better results on manifesting your reality. When you dream, your dream shouldn't be a motherfucker with a pillow on their head, or with the head of a pillow, or you know what I'm saying, some bullshit. Because all that's symbolizing is you talking a bunch of bullshit during your day. See, when you have weird dreams that you can't really understand and shit like that, that's not saying that. That's your subconscious mind answering the bullshit ass shit you was talking about. The questions that you asked, you didn't know you was asking. You feel what I'm saying? But you can get better answers if you actually ask questions with intentions. Just ask your subconscious self, or your subconscious mind. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta talk to your higher self. This is your higher self. You think your conscious mind is your higher self. If it was, you'd be able to do all these miraculous things because you're awake right now. You're conscious right now. And when you're sleeping, you're in REM state. That's the state of your subconscious mind. That's you. That's what's trapped here. The aspect of you, the true you. All this other shit is just a mask to put on game to help you here. It's like part of the game. You feel what I'm saying? This the system. You know what I'm talking about? This is the game. These are the controls. You feel what I'm saying? And your soul is asleep, projecting all of this. That's the TV. The dream. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we dreaming right now. So when we go to sleep and we dreaming or whatever, it's actually the real world. But it'd be weird because you do a lot of bullshit throughout your day. You gotta start aligning yourself with your subconscious mind to get the answers that you need. About yourself, you can ask any fucking thing. See, that's the thing right there. Just ask anything. Anything you wanna know about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in a book that your mom can't tell you. Mom can't fucking tell you who you was in the past life. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. But you niggas ain't doing that. You gotta go within. You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter. Right? It don't matter. See, cause a dumb nigga be like, why the fuck does this matter and all of that shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save the race. That will help you save the race. See, I figured out who I was. I'm not on this bitch like, yeah, I'm this, because that don't fucking matter. It don't. What matters is if you're doing it or not. You do it, you get your knowledge, you gain your information or whatever, and you realize, oh, That's not even me. But this is me, but I'm still who I am. You gotta be true at heart. Gotta be. See, we gods, great beings, right? And we make a lot of fucked up decisions, a lot of fucked up choices. But that still doesn't take away the fact that we're gods. There's a place for all of us. One place. And it's not hell. It's not, when I'm about to say heaven, but when I say heaven, it's not, oh, it's your own heaven. It's an actual place in the quantum domain. You feel what I'm saying? The microcosm. But it's not what you think or what you be thinking. It's whatever the fuck you make it. And you ain't going there unless you make it out of this motherfucking place. Unless you break free from this electromagnetosphere. You know what I'm saying? But before you can even get to that level, man, you gotta let go of all this bullshit. So, it's a place for us. And it don't fucking matter what you do here, what you've done. Ooh, he a devil. Ooh, he this. Ooh, he that, or whatever. As long as that individual can illuminate himself, self-realize who and what he is, it don't matter what the fuck path he took to get there. He getting out this motherfucker. Because he was true to his heart. If that bitch down the street was fucking every nigga sucking every dick on the block, but she did it, true to heart, that bitch going. She getting the fuck up out of here. The divine whore, Mary Magdalene. You feel what I'm saying? You niggas is crazy. I see queens, I be like, peace, queen. I'm opening doors, all that shit, because I respect. But you're not gonna disrespect me, so don't just think I'm just gonna give you the absolute respect because I'm God. See, the thing is, we was created by the great mother. You feel what I'm saying? By the black woman, the goddess. We was created. So, what does that mean? That means, right, we are fucking equal. If she created us in her image, we equal. Your pineal gland, it looks like a motherfucking penis. Your pituitary gland looks like a motherfucking vagina. In nature, we are androgynous. It's split to show the duality amongst the different sexes. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is, our entire nature just plays out in nature. Our essence, what we are, plays out in the entire nature. This is why when you niggas be saying, look, they did this because of that, or they taking our lives because they're taking our lives. It's only one map to use. There's no other way to create something else. You have to take it from the original. And hence, now we go back to what I was talking about. You have to take from the original source in order to create something. Build something, you just build it. Niggas build shit from scratch. You feel what I'm saying? But a creator is, for a fact, a subordinate being. So the creator, the Lord of the Lord of the universe. The Lord of the universe, God, right, is in actuality the devil. If we're talking about that, that's our enemy. The spirit, the lower aspect of the spirit. See, because the gods or the spirits, the angels and demons is tools that we created to get by here. Our children, which overthrew us. Now we're asleep. The Titans. You know what I'm saying? Titan. Satan. Titanic, satanic. Zeus created the humans out of what? The Titans. Titanic dust. That's melanin, man. You feel me? When you look at the Titans, man, what do they look like? They look like elements. The primary elements of a human is nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, and something else. You feel what I'm saying? Hydrogen. So, what the fuck is all that saying, man? All that saying who the fuck we truly are, the hidden aspect of who the fuck we truly are, what the fuck I've been saying. So this specific being, this creator, this subordinate being, the demiurge or whatever, took from the source and created this. Where we at right now, the planets, all of that shit, this little piece of universe. We weren't even here. We was in the higher realms, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? See, it's way deeper than that, man. You niggas worry about this physical world that's about to be over with, or pretty much over with. But you just want to hold on so fucking bad. You want to be a human so fucking bad still. That's why it ain't working for you. That's why it ain't working. You know it ain't working. It don't matter how many motherfuckers listen to you. You can have 1 billion motherfuckers listen to you, but it ain't working. It's not. Because you care too much about your physical existence. And don't think or try to, because a nigga try to be smart. Oh, I'm not finna just get killed out here. Well, I don't be out here just wilding, doing anything. But look what the fuck I'm saying. I'm completely fearless. I'm not worried about them people. I don't worry about nobody. You, nobody. Only motherfucker I'm worried about is the motherfucker talking into this motherfucking camera right now. That's the only motherfucker I know that's crazy for real, for real. When I get mad, I shake the room. You feel what I'm saying? Now that I know what I know, I can direct my anger to some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Anger gets shit done. So, what the fuck I'm scared of? That's what they scared of. I used to think they was scared of an educated black man, right? That was false. I never graduated from high school. I was locked up for murder, so I didn't finish high school. I got locked up when I was 14, I came in when I was 18. I went back to school. They got on some bullshit my first day, so I left and went home. I never went back. I didn't finish that shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. I ain't get no GED, because I'm like, fuck that shit. Because I'm still making money, whether it's a job or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still living my life how I wanted to live my life. So what the fuck I need to do that for? Education ain't shit but training. So what they gonna tell you is to go to school and all that shit because that's what they fear. But in all actuality, you gonna go to that shit. You gonna get brainwashed. I'm not saying don't learn nothing because I'm very intelligent. When I was in the joint, they called me Intelligent Father Universal. But self-education is the true education. You want to go to school, that ain't shit but training. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make you some money and all that shit, I guess go to school or whatever and all that shit. But I know how to make money outside of it. I don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't talking about own some street shit and all that shit. We can do this though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing to me. But I'm being real about this shit here, man. I'm being real about this shit. You niggas gotta do that shit. But I've been on this bitch for damn near an hour. That shit crazy. Hey, check me out though. You niggas gotta do it, man. Like, you gotta truly be about it. And to be about it, you have to know yourself. We lose ourselves in all of this knowledge. I'm a god, so now I can't act a certain way and no more and all that shit or whatever. Nigga, I'm a god. I do what the fuck I want to do. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta start thinking like a god. If you think somebody's going to come and harm you, that means you have the fear. Some form of fear, because you're thinking about it. You have the fear that somebody's going to come and take your life. I don't have the fear that somebody's going to take my life, because you can't take my life. I'm everlasting. I don't die. I won't. I can't. It's impossible. So, why worry about this physical body? We are studying to die and not come back. Whether you know it or not, whatever you are studying, if it pertains to spiritual, fuck that. Whatever you studying has an esoteric understanding, because it all comes from one thing. Our genetics. I'm not even finna say no more fucking religion. Our genetics. All of this shit is mapping our genetics. So, with that being said, if you studying that shit, that's what this is. Point blank, period. Point blank. You gotta know who yourself is. You niggas, bitches, all that shit. I don't give no fuck. We lose ourselves in all of this knowledge. I lost myself. And I had to kill the ego to raise myself up again. I kept falling. Raise myself up again to actually see what the fuck was going on for real. And to move cautiously and to move with the right choices or make the right decisions or whatever, based off of how I felt. Not based off of what society says and all of that shit. I had to do this shit based off of how I felt. That's the only way it's gonna work. For you, at least. It's not gonna work like that for the next motherfucker. Because the next motherfucker not on the same frequency as you. And even if they was, they're still a different individual. Because they might have a different perspective as you. Because in the end, we all got different eyes. It don't matter. Now, if y'all come together and find that balance or whatever, that'd be a decent ass motherfucking world to create in the afterlife. But as of now, you gotta focus on yourself. You can't project your hurt. You can't project your knowledge. You can't project nothing from you onto anybody. Your child, your spouse, your family, your friends, none of that shit. You gotta only project it on yourself. It's hatred, it's love, it's envy, it's all of that shit. You gotta project that shit to self. Because all of that shit that you would normally project on another motherfucker, you only feel that way about yourself. And it may take some time to figure that shit out, right? It may take a whole long time to figure that shit out, but the thing is, it ain't hard. And when you do, you will start to realize, like, man, it's this easy. Oh, this was that. But I have so many wild moments, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I still had a thought, like, damn, is it this still? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Like, that's just what it is. Like, 'cause I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm still learning, period. But I'm still learning. And I've been studying for about 5, 6 years, 7 years, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like so much. It feels like my entire life. It feel like I grew up in the house doing this. But I didn't. But, yeah, man. Polarity. You gotta find a balance in your polarity. You already know about the light aspect of yourself. Your zodiac sign, the sun sign, that what you think you are, because you have those traits, but you truly not that for real, for real. You just associate with that because that's what it says, and you tend to do that, and you can blame it on that. But the moon sign, the darker aspect of who you are, right? Gotta get into that and match it, match the different emotions, match the different emotions, and how you feel as far as if, let's just say, because I want to make it simple. Like how you feel when you sad or whatever, and all of that shit, and how you feel when you mad, how you feel when you happy, the different aspects of yourself or whatever, right? You want to match it up with different energies, and by energies I mean different spirits, different gods, whatever the fuck, right? You want to match it with different aspects of, the spirituality or whatever. Grab you a pantheon and study a pantheon or whatever the fuck. Hope that was simple enough. And I mean, it don't have to be nothing spiritual. I mean, shit, cause I'm not even gonna lie. When I was a shorty, I used to always use the hawk, but that wasn't spiritual. That was like for my anger but it was like, I don't know. I just felt like shit. That was me. But now motherfucker, I can more so resonate with it. But yeah, man, you can use Godhead. I think that's what they call it or whatever. Godheads or whatever. You just, certain aspects of your personality or whatever, certain characteristics you have or whatever, right? You want to align them with different energies or whatever, right? So you can better see what's going on with yourself. So like, when you in a bad mood or whatever, okay, I know this energy. When I'm this, I know there's this energy or whatever and all that shit or whatever. Because you resonate with this shit, because these energies live inside you or whatever, maybe this is how I think. Maybe this is when I'm projecting, obviously. You feel what I'm saying? So, depending on the situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You gotta gain that control or whatever and all of that. Because when you keep doing this or whatever, right? Like I said, you build a connection with this energy. Because this energy, this spirit, this energy, it's astral, it's mental, it's not here in the physical. That's what I mean. So you gotta build that connection or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So put them in a certain place or whatever and all that shit or whatever. And just start resonating with them, just start meditating on them. You know what I'm saying? And you start to become aware. Oh, no, I ain't gonna do this. Oh, no, I ain't gonna be that guy today. No, I ain't gonna be this person. And all that shit or whatever. Because in the end, is it all worth it? How is it and when is it conducive to your path? If it is, shit, by all fucking means, indulge. But if not, I strongly recommend that you don't do it because it's gonna further distract you from the goal. The goal is learning who and what you are if you haven't already figured that out. Once you learn this, if you haven't gotten it at that point or whatever, you would know what to do, how to do it, and when the fuck to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, oh, I got my powers, let me fly. You know what I'm saying? It could be the simplest shit. I learned how to draw. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to dance. The simplest things. Like we come here for a bunch of different things. This is why you don't judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just say this. I can just say something about drawing. We supposed to be gods or whatever. But I can tell a motherfucker like, damn, you came back here to be drawing and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, on some trying to get down on them type of shit or whatever. And then not even know anything about myself and figure out I'm a whole lame or something, you know what I'm saying? Just dumb, don't even know nothing or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? You can figure this type of shit out about yourself. Or you can figure out some fucked up shit. Like, we done made, you think we done been here for these trillions of years like this and we ain't did no fucked up shit. I'm just saying. But I ain't finna talk y'all ears off, man. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes, man. Y'all be peaceful. Y'all be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? And the only way I feel like you could do that is going within. Stand to yourself. That's it, that's all. That's the only motherfucker that's gonna protect you in the end. These niggas on the internet, they ain't gonna protect you. I'm not finna protect you. I ain't, cause I can't. It's a billion of you. I can't. You know what I'm saying? If I could, absolutely I would. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm with the bullshit. But I'm being honest with myself first before I be honest with y'all. Because if I be honest with y'all first, it's gonna be a lie. Trust me, it's gonna be a lie. That's how niggas operate. This is how people operate. This is how the world operates. You gotta be honest with self first. Contemplate. Is it really about that? Do I really wanna lose my life over some shit that I know for a fact the next motherfucker ain't gonna lose their life over? You know what I'm saying? It ain't been too many motherfuckers losing their life over this shit. It's just been a lot of motherfuckers losing their lives. So, you ain't trying to make a motherfucker lose their life. Niggas ain't losing their life behind this shit. All you doing is talking about it. So all I'm saying is, think before you act. Because it's a bigger and better picture than this motherfucker. Without motherfuckers. Peace.